Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy Sunday. Today I am going to be talking you through some of my favourite summer pieces, namely how I'm going to be styling them for autumn, because at this time of year where we're transitioning into the new season, it's getting colder, especially in the UK. So I'm going to be talking you through how I'm kind of going to be keeping a lot of my summer pieces in my wardrobe and how I'm going to be styling them, because I think sometimes that's the main gripe people have with summer clothing. It's how to know how to use it season on season. There's a lot of things that you kind of pack away, pop in a suitcase, put them in the loft and forget about till next year, and I'm really trying to kind of do less of that and kind of keep the things that can be used again, obviously not like tiny denim shorts, things like that, but you know, just get the most out of them, do a Kate Middleton recycle my clothing, it's a joke, and just, you know, use them as much as I can. But I picked out some of my most worn items. A lot of these you're going to have seen from videos I've spoken about loads. There's things like Dungarees, which you hear me wax lyrical about all the time. So yeah, there's going to be things that are very familiar to you. I'm actually going to be telling you how I'm going to be styling them. There's a few new pieces, but primarily everything you would have seen before, which hopefully you'll have things similar, so this might be useful. But yeah, let's get going. The first trend slash piece I'm going to be taking through to autumn and to winter and way into next spring is of course Gingham. This skirt is the piece I'm talking about today. I've mentioned my Gingham Topshop trousers endlessly, so you don't need to hear about them anymore, but this skirt is from Reserved, which is a brand that I've been doing a little bit of work with recently. They're really interesting, they're really cool. They're based in Poland. I hadn't really heard about them until recently, but they are launching in the UK this week, which is really exciting. But anyway, this skirt is one of my favourite things at the moment. It's this gorgeous mid-length gingham skirt, and it's got this really beautiful ruffle and this really interesting like belt tie on it. I recently styled it with a white t-shirt for a kind of classic Birkin-esque, you know, simple summer look. But as it's getting colder, I want to still be able to wear it because it's a really nice, I think anything mid-length is great for the next season. So I'm going to be styling this with kind of slogan jumpers, chunky knits. If you're lucky enough to have your mitts on the Ganni jumper of dreams, still dreaming about it. Things like that look amazing with this kind of skirt, like really chunky knits, kind of almost tucked in at the front a little bit with the rest kind of hanging all over the shop. I mean, that's never a nice term, just hanging out everywhere. I think that would look really cool with little ankle boots as well. I've got some silver boots that would look really cool with this, or equally some like statement black boots. So this is definitely the kind of thing I know I'm going to get loads of use out of. Equally with something like a black polo neck or roll neck jumper, anything like that is really, really great. Or even just like long sleeve tops with a biker jacket. So versatile. So really happy to be seeing that through. The next item I'm going to be talking to you about is, of course, the humble blazer. The humble blazer? How can a blazer be humble? I don't know. This jacket I've worn so much this summer. I picked it up from Jigsaw. I got it in the sale. I waited until it went a little bit cheaper, but I kind of feel, looking back, that I could have probably bought it at full price because I've worn it so much and the cost per wear is very, very small right now. But the reason I love this is because it's slightly oversized, it's quite mannish, but I think it will look great with like a roll neck jumper underneath. Kind of, I don't know, kind of James Bondy. No. Definitely not the reference I was looking for. I was thinking of like Sean Connery, but I don't think this is the style icon I had in mind. But you know, a roll neck blazer, kind of quite 60s Beatles-esque, not Sean Connery, Liv. But this kind of thing, styled with kick flare jeans, ankle boots, looks amazing. I've got some snake print ankle boots I'm going to be bringing back out for kind of 70s looks. I think this with like a cream turtlenecks and pale jeans and boots is a really cool little nod to the 70s, but equally it's great because you can layer this up quite a lot. Throw on some chunky knits, even some great long sleeve t-shirts this is good for. It's quite a thick fabric, so I definitely think that it'll be great to kind of style up, roll the sleeves up, throw over, and even maybe layer under a coat. I'm not really sure how big the coat would have to be, but I'll keep you posted on that one. The next item I'm going to be talking to you about are these amazing See by Chloe houndstooth check trousers. I don't think I've actually featured these on a video before, but I picked these up earlier this summer. They're from Net-a-Porter. And the reason I love them so much are because they're such a great all-rounder for living in the UK. They're the kind of piece that, you know, if you live in the UK, you'll be very used to having weather that's like, you know, 21 degrees, cloudy, kind of from about April to October, just very standard. Doesn't change a lot, all the seasons merge into one. But these are really great because they're thick enough that you can wear them with a t-shirt. This summer I've been wearing them with like slogan t-shirts, Vans, Converse, for kind of more boyish, skater cool. Take that back. I really think they're great because they're also really 60s. I think they look amazing with like platforms, really great like mustard knits. I think they've got a lot of colours in them that mean you can really play around. They've got a gorgeous little burgundy undertone, they've got tan in there, black, and I think with a roll neck. They are a real great statement piece, and they're kick flared, so then, I mean, They're not too flared to the point where it's like, oh, that's a bit of a statement. They look kind of costumey, but they're just great. They've also got this beautiful rose gold detailing on them, which makes them a bit more modern. And yeah, I just think they're a really interesting, gorgeous piece, and I'm really excited to be wearing them in a different season. And I think pieces like this are so important to have in your wardrobe because you just have them for so long, which is kind of the main thing really. So the next piece I'm going to be talking about are, of course, dungarees. I've actually picked out a different pair for my wardrobe to avoid you seeing the same Free People ones, the same monkey ones I feature nearly every week. Actually thinking about that, I'm like, wow, I need to change up that a little bit. I'm actually going to talk about these, which is a little kind of denim pinafore dress I picked up in January. I got it in Selfridges in Manchester, and I got it in their infamous amazing sale. It's actually by MIH, so an amazing denim brand. It cost me 20 quid, so I was just over the moon. And the reason I love it so much, apart from the fact it's such a great fit, it just sits really lovely and high-waisted, and it also runs like a midi dress as well. It looks great in summer with t-shirts, blouses. I wore it on my blog earlier this year with kind of like a peasanty embroidered broderie glazed blouse, which are great for summer. But equally, I think dresses like this are so good for winter. I think if you've got like a really nice fitted knit, I think striped knits look great under this. Just really simple jumpers look so cool, and it just does all the work for you, and you can wear them with ankle boots. And I think they're great for autumn as well because they're long enough that you can cover up some of your leg, but then it's often not cold enough that you want to kind of wear big things, so you can wear this little trench coat over the top. Really great piece, and even if it gets really chilly, you can layer over the top of it as well, so you can put a chunky jumper over the top and have it like a denim midi skirt. The possibilities are endless, and considering it was so reasonable, really happy with it. It's a really lovely denim. It's not too stretchy. It's got great pockets, so dresses, British girls, pockets, we love anything with pockets. And yeah, really great dress. I'm really happy with that. So that's definitely going in my winter wardrobe. Moving straight on to the denim department, or following straight on, is pale and white denim. I often think that white denim can be made redundant over winter because people think, I don't know what people think, they think it's a little bit Backstreet Boys, a bit Christmas music video. I'm not really sure, he's 17, but I really love it, and it's something I'm definitely coming around to more. I think it's all about the fit and the shape, especially with white denim in the winter. I think it kind of straight leg jeans, kick flare jeans look the best. I've seen people wear them with like kind of tan or very pale beige coats and stripes. I think that's amazing. People spring to mind are like Brittany Bathgate or Alexis from Style Memos. They do this amazingly, and it really shows that kind of those pieces can be transitioned really well. I also think really pale light wash denim is great in winter. I think it can lighten up an outfit, especially if you're wearing lots of burgundies and tans and kind of real kind of burnt orangey colours. It really lightens an outfit, and I think they're great, and it also makes it a bit more 70s, I don't know. But these End of the Storage jeans, again, are a piece I feature and talk about all the time, but they're definitely going to be coming through to the next season with me. They just look good with everything. They're a really nice fit. They're quite, I don't know, I wouldn't try and put tights underneath those if it was really chilly, but I think just not making those pieces redundant in your wardrobe just yet. I did wear a pair of white jeans earlier this year on a trip to Bath, which I think was February, and I wore them with this tan coat, a bit of green, and it just really brought the outfit together. I didn't think it was going to work. I thought it was a bit ambitious, but it can be done, so don't be scared. I think skinny jeans potentially are a bit more summery, so I don't know if anyone's seen like white skinny jeans styled well. I mean, I still struggle with that because I'm stuck in that headspace where white skinny jeans to me are just Johnny Burrell, and I can't shake that at all, and I don't have his legs, so I leave it to the experts. But let me know if you've seen them styled any other ways. I'd be really interested to know how to take them into winter. Another item that I wore endlessly this summer was the midi dress. I have picked out two of my favourites in the summer. So it was this one, which was from H&M, which was more of a recent purchase, which was slightly more recent purchase, which was from H&M, and it's this kind of almost full length polka dotted black and white wrap dress. And also this dress from Mango, which I don't know if I spoke about on here. I did do a blog post, and it's this really gorgeous floral and kind of space print midi dress with like 3/4 length sleeves. And again, these are two pieces that I really want to be taking into the next season with me. I think they're so versatile. I actually saw, I think it was the Topshop catwalk show earlier this year, and they had one of the models wearing this midi dress. It was a wrap dress. I think I've actually got it in my wardrobe, and they'd styled it with a polo neck underneath, and I thought it was a really cool way of styling it. Quite brave. It did kind of have that ski lodge kind of vibe with a big polo neck, and it's quite 80s basically. I would be quite interested to see how that would work under kind of a midi dress, if you could layer it up with longer sleeves underneath. Again, the t-shirt or like short sleeves and longer sleeves underneath does take me back to Avril Lavigne, and I am still quite stuck with that, so I would be really keen to see how that would look. But if you're not quite brave enough for this, I think dresses like this are really, really great, really versatile. Again, look amazing with little ankle boots. I've got some great chunky boots from Topshop which have got this cool ring on them. I think I joked recently about saying anything with a ring on at the moment is just very fashion, but I think they look really cool, again with a big chunky knit over the top, really, really cool. And I think when you've got like a little silky dress, I think when you can afford to kind of layer it up with big chunky things over the top, because it takes away that frumpiness potentially. So if you are wearing big knits and then you've got kind of big wide trousers on, the proportions can look a bit strange sometimes. But I think when you are wearing like something a bit slinkier underneath, it balances it all out. All this fashion maths. But again, they're two gorgeous dresses, and I think get the use out of them while you can, layer them up a bit, and I think obviously when it gets really cold I probably would pack them away, but I'm definitely going to try for as long as I can. And last but not least, I had to pause that broadcast there because Joe just told me that the royal family are expecting another baby, which is fantastic news. Carrying swiftly on, I was just getting excited about watching it outside the hospital again on the news, but I was like, hang on, I'm doing a video here. The last item I'm going to be talking about is this little mini dress from And Other Stories. I mean, need I say more about And Other Stories, but their autumn collection is starting to come in at the moment. It's so gorgeous. I'll probably do a video talking about this in more detail soon, more about the pieces that I'm adding into my wardrobe, but this is one of them, and it kind of ties into just talking about wearing mini dresses for winter. I'm a real fan of tights. I know tights can be a bit divisive. I know I've got friends that are just like, no, I want my tights, I'd rather just wear bare legs or like trousers, but I am very much a tight person. I grew up at an all-girls school where I had to wear tights in winter, and I do really like them. I think I probably don't really wear as much mini coloured tights as I used to. I used to wear really bright coloured tights with everything. I think that's a 2007 thing. Been a lot of references to times gone by in this video, but I've really, really enjoyed wearing like pattern tights recently, and I think mini dresses, especially ones like this, I mean this is an autumn dress, but I do have dresses in my wardrobe I did pick up over some, which I think pair with little ankle boots. I think pixie boots, there's some really cool ones coming out at the moment, like little ankle tie-up Victorian style ones, very cool. With a little pair of tights, you can pair these and they do look really great. I've always struggled a little bit with white dresses and black tights in the winter, but if anyone's seen, again, if you've seen something really well styled, I'd love to see it, because I think mixing up my wardrobe for the new season, my options are very wide open, so definitely willing to try things out. But anyway, back to the dress. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's got these really pretty like kind of fluted bell sleeves with a little kind of ruffle and on the cuff. Really pretty collar, and again it's a really nice summery piece because it's really light and silky, but I think because of the colours on it and the print, it's super autumnal, kind of a William Morrissey, will look really, really beautiful with little boots, even heels for an evening out in the winter or something a bit more formal with a chunky coat over the top. You're absolutely sorted. It's such a gorgeous piece. Don't pack them away yet. And that is a wrap. I really hope you enjoyed this video and took away potentially some styling ideas for autumn. I will be talking about some of my newest wardrobe additions for the next season soon, if you'd like to see that, of course. As always, let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. I was thinking about doing maybe a Q&A. I've got an ethical fashion video coming up. I'm just working on fine-tuning it a little bit. And yeah, if there's anything else you would desperately love to see, let me know. And yeah, and if that is it, I think I'll see you next week. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye!